Alright, this video is for removing the crankshaft from this Ford Duratec 3-liter Ford Escape engine. We've already removed the oil pan, dropped the pistons out, everything's removed from both sides. Basically the goal is to remove this bulkhead assembly off of the block of the engine. Once the bulkhead's out of the way, we'll be able to pull the crank out. In order to do that, there's 22 fasteners. There's 3 along each outside edge and 4 rows of 4. Some of them are bolts, some of them are studs. Alright, so I've already loosened them all. We used a 13 millimeter, some other sizes. Used 3 different sizes: small, medium, large. Alright, so they're all loose. I'm going to go ahead and pull out all 22 fasteners. Note, since I've already pulled these out once, I did not bother putting them back in where they go. So check the drawing prior to reinstallation to make sure the right fasteners go in the right holes. Alright, now the bulkhead assembly is Permatexed to the block. Heavy Permatex at the 4 corners and light Permatex in the center, but Permatexed 360 just the same. Go ahead and set the camera down here. And in order to break the Permatex, after making sure that all 4 bolts were loose, took a mallet, just gave it a tap. Tap it at one corner until you start to see a gap. Move on to the next corner, move on to the next corner, next corner until you see a gap all the way around. And tap it a little more, wiggle it, etc. until you've broken the Permatex all the way around. Once the Permatex has been broken, there's also guide pins, so be careful to bring it up straight. There, you can see the bottom. There's 4 bearings and several guide pins. Set that down. Now, once the bulkhead assembly is out of the way, we want to be able to lift the crank out. Note that there's an oil seal back here. Just slide that oil seal right out. Put that out of the way. And our crank comes right out. Boy, that's a heavy sucker. Once the crank is out, we can look at what we've got here. Got 4 bearings. We're going to be inspecting each of those, etc. Inspect the bearings, inspect the crank, blah blah blah. And see, we have some bearing face material over here as well. Don't want to miss that. And we can see the Permatex that was squeezed